Welcome back. It's day 20 of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Thousands of Ukrainians have fled to Poland, where authorities are now concerned about running out of space to accommodate refugees. Almost 3 million Ukrainians are believed to have fled the country, more than half of them to Poland. Our senior reporter Siphamandla Goge is at the Korchova Refugee Reception Center. He joins us now live. So Siphamandla, you moved from Medica to the Korchova Center. Tell us what you're finding there.
Well, we have found thousands of refugees that continue to be stranded in a way. Now, what we see happening in Poland, the pattern is that shopping centers and supermarkets are being converted into humanitarian aid centers, refugee centers, and one of those is here in Korchova. We have spotted a number of people who have just crossed the border, which is 4 minutes away from where we are, and they get accommodated here. There are buses that are taking them to various destinations, and some of those buses are going to France, Czech Republic, and I've just spoken to a lady now who has just left. She told me that she was going to Prague, that's the Czech Republic, and she says that, well, she will see what she finds when she gets there, because what they need now is accommodation, and Polish authorities have been calling on other European countries to open up their borders and take more refugees, because according to the statistics that were updated on the 15th of March, about 1.8 million refugees from the Ukraine are now in Poland, but volunteers are struggling to deal with that. They are calling for more help because they are saying they can't deal with the influx of people. They are doing all they can to assist. Let's take a listen to one of them.
What am I doing here is just helping me not to think about what my nation is doing right now, what my country, that my country is an aggressor. I'm just doing my job. But what kind of thing? I escaped from Russia 10 years ago due to political issues as well. So I do know very, very well what's going on there, and I have no problems with just evaluating the situation. Russia is an aggressor. Putin's military troops are invading Ukraine. It's not an issue. It's not a thing to discuss for me.
And Siphamandla, you know, what's interesting is that we're seeing people from across Europe coming to Poland, to those border posts, to actually assist those coming in from the Ukraine.
Indeed, and there are many volunteers who continue to make their way to Poland, whether from France, from Germany, even as far as the United States. As those buses are busy loading people here, my colleague Joe Komane will come with me. We want to show you the visuals of people. They are boarding these buses. They are going to various destinations across Europe. You know, most of them will only have a small luggage, a small suitcase, and that's it, and their cell phone, because the only thing they can get really is their small bags, and that's it. They will leave. So authorities are appealing for more help. Volunteers are also calling for more help. I've just spotted one of the volunteers here. Let's quickly get something from him. Thank you very much for your time. Which country are you from, and when did you arrive here to assist?
Well, I'm from Czech Republic, and I arrived about 8 days ago.
How is the situation inside this shopping center? I saw thousands of people inside there. How bad is the situation?
Well, I wouldn't say thousands like that, but maybe it might be about 1,000, might be between 1,000 and 2,000 right now. It's not that packed as it was about 8 or 9 days ago, but it's much more packed than it was in a previous, like, about 4 days. So it seems that maybe some, you know, some other second, maybe third wave of refugees are coming through this point.
What kind of help do they need the most when they arrive? What is it that they need urgently?
They need to... It depends on the people. There are two groups of people. One of them know exactly where to go. They have families in, I don't know, maybe in Germany, Berlin, whatever. So they have, you know, definite destination. But about half of people, and I think it's more and more every day now, has no idea where to go. So what they need is assurance from people, from volunteers, from some authorities, where to go and what kind of support they could need. They could be provided in chosen countries.
I saw you assisting some of them to board these buses. They are going to your home country, Czech Republic. I heard some are going to France. Do you have any countries that are taking more refugees?
What do you mean?
I mean, do you have more countries like Germany and others? How many buses are here and where are they going to?
There is plenty of buses, and they are going mostly to the closest destinations like Poland. We can take them to Czech Republic. There is plenty of buses to Germany as well, to France. There is a lot of them to Spain. I've seen some to Portugal as well, which is quite far actually. And yeah, and there is a huge demand to go to the north, to Baltic and to Nordic countries in Scandinavia.
For you personally, how has it been to volunteer here to assist people here?
How has it been?
Yes, how do you feel with what is happening with the war in the Ukraine?
It feels, well, it feels tragic. I'm sad every day, and it depends on what you do and how much work you have. But most of the time, I'm stressed out, and sometimes I work that hard that I have to just go to sleep during the day, to the grass and that.
Okay. Sir, thank you very much for your time. I'm going to ask my colleague Joe Komane to show you here a lady who is emotional, heartbreak, as people are emotional. They are about to board buses. They don't know where they will be going. They are crying, old people, elderly women, children, and that's the only thing they have really. They don't have anyone. Most people who come here, they come by themselves and they do not know where they will be going, as the gentleman has just been telling us now.
Yeah, we're going to stay on this visual, Siphamandla, but you also managed to speak to other refugees who have entered Poland. What have you heard about their stories and their journey into their country?
Well, basically, we have heard from them that it's been terrible, very bad for them, long, cold journey, and they were not sure whether they will make it alive across the border. And when they arrive, it's a sigh of relief for them, but also another stressful journey, because when they cross the border, they do not know what they will do next, where they will go to, and how they will survive. Remember, most of them are just women and who come here with their young children, and yeah, basically they stranded, they are frustrated, they do not know what will happen, but most importantly, they need accommodation so that they will be able at least to figure out what to do next. Let's take a listen to what one of them told me earlier on after crossing the medical border.
All is well.
Yeah.
It's nice people here in Poland. We very, very great. Polsha.
How are things back home?
Sorry.
How are things back home? Did you leave anyone behind, your relatives?
In Ukraine, my relatives, my daughter with me here. Don't know how is on future. God is with us. I don't know what is in the future. Don't know.
Where are you going to now? Do you know where you're going to sleep tonight?
Don't know. Don't know.
It's definitely a heartbreaking situation there. Siphamandla Goge is following that story for us. He's live in Poland. We'll get updates from him throughout the next couple of hours here on South Africa Tonight.